What would I tell myself? What's going on in this time and age? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, are you feeling it? Are you feeling what's going on? Because for those that's empath, for those that can feel internally, of course they feeling what's going on. For those that's been doing the work since 2012, 2014, 2018, 2020, 2022, 2024, we know what's going on, we know what's real. Now for those that's just now coming through or coming online, for all that you see, hey, you gotta go through the underworld for what I was told. For what you see, skeleton and bones burning and all the way through. That's just a part of it. It's still a part of you. Ooh, shit. So what might look scary, really not scary. It's just the other side of the world that made it look so demonic. If you know of who you are, you have to embrace all of you. That's what true power is at the end of the day, is for what you don't know to be open up to, for what you can learn of you. And whatever you shut yourself off to, you only shutting yourself off to a part of you to make yourself better or greater at the end of the day, from my understanding, from my knowledge of where I'm at. It's like I have 5 kids, and all 5 of my kids, they are aware. And when I say are aware, they're in tune. Do they use what they have? No, because they're using it for play. They think it's like it could be Marvel in a game, like this is and it is a movie at the end of the day. It depends how you script it within you and not take the script from outside of what was given to you. So my thing is, 5 to me is for change, if you do numerology. And if it wasn't for my 5, for what message I got from Spirit, from all 5 of them, and I'll be very transparent, I wasn't the best father. I was stuck in the world, hustling, chasing, lusting, conniving, vindictive, stealing, cheating, all that shit they say, hey, this is how you live, this is being a man. Hey, knock them down like pins. Now look at that shit, I see what it does to you. It drains you physically, it drains you emotionally, it drains you spiritually, it drains you financially. And then, in my state, I'm gonna speak for myself. You don't take care of your responsibilities. But you walking around like you the man and stuff. To the streets and everything you are. To your kids, you ain't shit. So when I got that message from Spirit, when all 5 of my kids was like, oh, fuck him, he ain't shit. I looked in the mirror that day and I was like, all my kids are grown, like all 18, they grown. And at the end of the day, they still mine. They still my children, still my seeds. Even I don't give a fuck how old they are, they still my responsibility. I got one 24 right now, and I still do as if she's 16. Her car payment, that's my car payment. Do I have to? No, I ain't bragging. I'm grateful to be able to. So that's what she don't have to go outside and depend on another man and do low vibration stuff that I used to feed on females to get them to do because what I knew they needed. So, if you got it, if they weak, they're gonna fold. It's the survival mode. And for me to know to be a predator of a prey, you think I'm gonna do that to my girls? I'm gonna let them know. So it's like, to be of value of service where I'm at now. When I was in the world, I was dead and asleep. I wasn't shit to them. But then people would be like, well, you could have just, how could I have been there? I was full of drugs. I was always high off of something. If you didn't know or whatever. But my thing is, I never hide nothing that I did. I didn't display it. So I would say, oh, I was a functional junkie. Now, do that make it right? At the end of the day, I still did my work. I did my job. Hey, I partied all night and still worked all day and turned around and partied all night and did that shit for years. A dead walking cell, zombie, thinking I'm living, and I'm deader than I'm dead. Deader than the dead that's in the dead, that's alive more than what most people living right now. because unaware though. And I'm grateful for everything I went through, because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't be able to sit here and speak as I'm speaking now. To have the inner understanding and the knowledge and the wisdom to know how to be for what is I attained for now I have within this energy. It's basically my soul was dead, spirit was living through, just following all the programs through. And then, hey, it was my time, from my birth of my chart, for the time I came in, everything that it be. And that night, that celestial summer night when it came in, I just was at a right frequency, just enough to be, because this is my last time. So, like me knowing it's my last time now that I speak, I didn't understand why everything I had to go through. So like what I'm sharing with you, anything that you're going through is really a lesson. And if you learn the lesson, you will receive the blessing. Some people might say blessing. It's like words are spelled. So to be less of something I will not speak, that don't mean anything outside of me, knowing internally. So, and once you have that bliss within you, and that light as a feather at heart, and peace and stillness, and that registers all the way through all the bodies of you, energetically too. And that's what brings of anything. That's when you connect to everything. Actually, I'm speaking from my point of view. That means like when I came in, I grounded to nature energetically, physically, and as it grounded within me, it brought it back to a mother, to knowing what it is to be of a conscious of this world, of what's unseen, of nature, everything of me, for what it is of the skin, or what it is of the dirt, to know within me of the sun and the stars and the moon, and all the way through from the planets, everything from time within, a divine what brings. And it's like, I know this is bigger than anything, that anybody. I also know this is all about your connection within yourself, your connection, what it is to this frequency, what it is to have within you of awareness, and also of a heart that takes you through all dimensions and places within, though, to the spirit of the mind, to connect to anything that's truly online. And it don't have to be online for you to be connected to it. You can send a message, they might not grasp it. The spirit of them got it, their team got it, It might come later down the line, like someone told me you cannot get an answer like that. And it's just like, humbly speaking, I was like, you don't have direct connect. And it shows me that we all have stages. And I'm not speaking and saying, I'm top tier, because at the end of the day, with more knowledge comes with more responsibilities. So like, even for what I have and what I attain, what I hold, there's responsibility. And as that is, it comes with maturity though. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like, you can do everything that you do. If you have not matured within you, you not will be granted access to what is due to you. I don't know, for whoever needs to hear that and for it to grasp, that means of anything of the old of you that the world built of you, that's not the internal of you to rise to know the truth. So to truly shed like a snake, you have to shed all layers of that ego, that pride of what you think. To open up something greater within you, how much trust do you have at the end of the day? To not be a control of what man gives you how to be. Work the outcome of what you wanted to be. Manipulate. You're going to manipulate you, motherfucker? You're going to manipulate your team, your energy, your frequency, your vibration. You're going to trick your motherfucking mind? I mean, it's like, humble that I speak, I hear. And that stuff can work temporarily. But nothing that's built fast and not on solid ground is quick to not last. It's going to sink like quicksand. So what I'm sharing with you is something that I know, and something that I share with my seeds, I have one of my baby goddesses. Hey, she's shining bright. I feel her. Hey, and another one too. The other three, they choose the world. So suffering, pain. That's what it comes when you go against your brain. And it's like for those of us that, I don't like the word chosen, because it's like when you chose to come here at first, you already made the choice. So the only thing is that you're doing the work. The more you show up for doing the work, you're going to realize what you chose to come here to do, though. That's just my perspective for what I know. Man, I mean, like, people might be like, well, what do you have? Hey, far from what man can even imagine. What I have, that's why I ask to stay humble every day. What I have, that's why I ask all to keep me whole, keep me complete, keep me light, keep me right, keep me illuminated in my light for what I know, what darkness I am, for what I hold and what it is to be. I love for the healing of the unconditional love for Mother has shown and stored upon me. And as Mother and Father and all my divine and all in between, and it is a lot on my line, that's infinite. You do it from the start of nothing to what it is and now. Repeat it, it's already on, it's already played. And that's just like with me. I have to speak and I gotta be humble, because it's like, for what it is already written, it is. It's within you how you align and how it's gonna be played out. If you're multi-dimensional, it means you're played out in so many screens, in so many ways. Which way are you gonna vibrate is the way it's going to take you in assimilation. Just think about what I just said. So if you go high, you vibrate good, light, peace, joy, happiness, harmony, release, let go, go with the flow. Where do you think your assimilation going to take you? You're going to go up to nirvana. You're going to go up to heaven, whatever they call heaven. You're going to go up. And where are you going to go down to? A hell to burn and turn to fire? I mean, you're doing that living here when you living from outside of the world. When you chasing, hustling, lying, cheating, being conniving, vindictive, evil, lusting, having meaningful, sex. I've been there. I've been there. Nothing proud to brag about. If anything, I'm grateful. I know of my temple now. I respect. As I respect of myself, I respect of all that is with me. And honor I hold of myself, for I know what I'm connected to from the creator that created me and all of his creation. I have to hold myself in a certain stance. And it's just like, I hear people say, oh, we're spirit, we're here in the human enjoy. It's like, yeah, but you're going to forget. That's why you keep coming back on repeat. See, like, when I know this is my last mission, this is my last mission. So it's like, a crash dummy can keep crashing. I kept crashing within this realm of this world for so long. As I needed the time, what I needed to know to not go back in the world for what I see, for the damage what it brings, not just for me, for those that I'm also connected to, even my seeds. So to find an unconditional love for me, to know what is real, to start within, and then to give out, because now it's a place and a space. Now I know the reflection. And the reflection that I give is the reflection back. For what I receive or what I feel, that's where they at. And if I'm no longer there, that's the healing part of me, to have the compassion and love and give them the empathy. But meanwhile, the respect still always comes from the unconditional love, starting with me. So for what one speak, for what one say, for what one act, I will get a reflection. It is coming off my intentions of my heart, though. So people might be like, well, if you all like, hey, alright. Don't never get it construed. Everything we do is a choice. It's balance over here. It's in harmony. So my masculine, my feminine, of my divine, the mind to my divinity within me, at my heart, is light. So I'm complete. Now, that's what you have to know in order to get up out of here. You already got to be home. You already got to be home and out your dome. And then you live this life as your coordinates within you, you know it to be. And that's without paying this outside shit no motherfucking attention. Because that's the distraction of your energy. And where your energy and your focus go, that's where you consuming your power go. And if it's not nothing positive, what is it doing to you, honestly? So these are just words that comes to me from a higher source within me. So if it's something resonates, something you feel like, hey, it sticks, take what I give, because it's only for you at the end of the day. And everything that I share from a place of resonance. And I don't have shit to prove. Every day that I have, all that guides me to keep me within, starting with my mouth, for what I speak, for what I see, or what I watch, or what I hear or take in, or even for what I eat, to know what I need to keep in a balance and the flow of my energy. So when you get to awareness within, of awareness of what it is, everything within and outside of you, that's when you start living. That's when you start being. If you choose to be a beacon of light, which I would hope you would, that's when your frequency is healing everywhere, wherever you be. And that's just true. Not my truth. That's just true. So some of us really do come here to hold a frequency. And I know I do. And my thing is, I'm sharing this for those that grasp and take this time, because that is also you. I really feel and know that. If you sat here and heard and hear, comprehend, and take in what I am speaking and saying, then you're one of the ones too. You're a unicorn, one of a kind. The only thing is, your blueprint, not nobody else's, or nobody else's book, or nobody else's. Look, there's a lot of people out here sounding good, but if you can feel them, you know they're not right. And just because they can quote books and quotes phrases from people and everything, I'm not knocking nobody. Let me make that clear. I don't have nobody to knock at the end of the day, because I ain't trying to be nobody outside of me. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. All I'm saying is, something taught me a long time ago. I didn't understand that phrase now. Everything that glitter ain't gold. And everything that looks on the outside ain't whole on the end. And everything looks too perfect, then something is truly wrong. What are you trying to hide? What you don't want to see? See, that's the difference with some of us. We can get past the illusion because we feel internally. And that's where the world don't want you to be. Because then the world will know what everything that you will know what a lie is before it even comes to you. And if we all had that great power of oneness, of what I just spoke, do y'all need a government? Do you need a system? Because the system within you, or what you connected to, that they can't get to. It's just like, once you rise and do your work, when we can speak a whole different way with this close that they try to do with all the shit with the frequency, the thing is, they can't stop it now. They cannot stop it now. So the only fear that you give will be the false evidence appearing real that they gave you from the outside, that you create within you, that you build. If you, like me, like a computer system, Control Alt Delete that shit. Resonate what works for you, bring it to you, bring something strong and whole and complete. Do it, love, starting with you, heal unconditionally. Let go of whatever trauma of the past that it was, because look where it's at, where it made you. Now if you come healed and complete, and everything that you did, I took on, it was worth going through. I mean, I can sit here and tell you like some trauma stories all day, you know. At the end of the day, I'm here, I'm happy, I'm at peace, I'm resonated. Okay, I had the experience, this is what I come here for. Now look what I got through. It didn't break me. That's why I want everyone on the end there to understand. It's like, shit, whatever happened, that shit happened. But shit, I'm a soldier standing tall, 10 toes all the way up. Now, don't imagine what it is internally, because if you know what infinite is, it ain't even no toes, honestly. It ain't of no physical, of no human figure. That's why it's so much that you can't even imagine. And like, when you accept you and open up to you and trust you and all with you in your process, I mean, for those that are limited of the program or what system you take, that's you. If you are me and you look like me, and you speaking of, and I ain't dissing nobody, but if you speaking of a Jesus, if you speaking of a holy Bible, and you not open up your temple within you to know what holy is all about, you're not grasping at the end of the day. So you giving out your sovereignty willingly of what the program taught you what to do. And you so happy too. And like, I'm calling on my Lord and my Jesus. And like, I'm not trying to mock nobody. Let me make this clip. I know this video getting long though. But let me make this clip. My thing is, I'm sharing this to you as it was me if it was reversed on the other end. And it's like, I know every aspect. Even my mom said as a child, which now I don't understand why she said it. Because I asked her, I said, Mom, I was like 15 or 16. I said, Mother, if Adam and Eve was created, and it was the only two people on earth that God created, and I said, then they only had two sons or a daughter, I believe, or something like that. I said, where the rest of the people come from? So when my mother told me, Seventh-day Adventist, first was raised Baptist, then turned to Seventh-day Adventist, and raised me Seventh-day Adventist. And I still had to go to church on Sunday with my aunt and my grandma too. And Bible school. Oh, I did. Oh, I didn't say that part. I went to a Christian Bible school. And I also church Saturday and Sunday, prayer meeting on Wednesday and Thursday to choir rehearsal. So when it comes to that book, I know it was written by a crook because I know the inner book within me of the truth of what it is, how I walk in the light that be. It is a Christ of a crystal within an energy within you, which you connect to consciously within you. So like when I know this and my whole family religion, and at first they thought I was like this demon and whatnot. Then they see I can go to church just like them. I just couldn't entertain it like them because I see it's an act for what it is to be. And I was honest to share it with them because I wouldn't want to entertain nobody when I want nobody to entertain me. The difference is I have a knowing humbly that I speak. It's just like respect is still due at the end of the day. This is what I want to share for those that's truly inwardly aware. And it's like your true power is not to hide your power, but for those that you connect to let them know of you. Now, if they choose to believe, which I don't like the word belief because it's something outside of you that give you a faith to put hope into, that's just me though. If they don't take the knowing of what you share because you have a heart to let them know, then like whatever interaction that you get and whatever information that you get from them, sight, seen, hearing, or whatever, hey, that's on them though, if they didn't take you as your truth. And that's what I love about this, because to really be authentic and organic, you have to be in your true form. And I ain't talking about this outside shit. Like, I feel, me personally, man, I'm not a part of the system no more, so you can tell the way I look, I don't give a fuck. Like, I keep my shit, like, truly transparent. I ain't cleaning up shit, that's not what I do all the time. I'm not doing my hair, that's not what I do all the time. I'm not putting on different clothes if I always only wear white beaters all the damn time. I'm just gonna be original, I'm gonna be me. So it's like, take me as I am or not take me at all. At the end of the day, I'm still free because I'm not conforming to fit in no group or no place or look a certain part. See, that's what power is, that's what freedom is. It's like, I'm not on no social media because I don't need nothing to tell me what the world should be or what is. It's like, the more I was in the world, the more stuff I wanted to do. The more I'm within my internal world, the less shit outside the world I even want to consume, I even be a part of. That's just my truth to all that's watching this at the end of the day. And I'm just sharing this is to give you a different open perspective, because you can't not know all of you till you open up to all of you. And I'm not trying to sell you on shit at the end of the day. My whole thing is whatever part or aspect that you close off to you closing off a part that is energetically of you. And if you're healed and you're not holding no negative, no hate energy, hear what I just said. If you're not holding no negative or hate energy, you ain't got shit to worry about. I'm not saying you a part of it though, because everything flows in and out of you. If your attention is what is set and your guys that's with you, as you hold up, they're gonna hold you up too. Like, I don't think y'all grasp that part. It's the fear that keep most in captivity from here too, from within the heart and emotion of the gut, so they can't get the intelligent all the way through in clarity. And that's just where I'm at. And like I say, I know who I am. Like, I know who I am. That's the hard part when people don't know who they are. You know, people take on titles, you know, from outside. It's like, I know who I am. I know my bloodline. I had to face and really had to say, okay, I can't denounce me. This is the line of my language that I come under. This is what it is to be. And as I see, as it was, for now I see that all is with me. It's because all knew I had the soul of the heart of the light to carry within the body. Man. And it is a lot of light, you know. And I'm talking about physically too. And that's the best part of it. At the end of the day, this is what we all supposed to be striving for. Instead of for new cars, new houses, and all the money and all that shit. Humbly speaking, do what you want though. What I know. I mean, what did I know? You know, hey, what do I know? All I'm saying is, if you feel it, if it hit, if it click, take stride, take heed, take what works for you. If none of it does, at the end of the day, as I'm guided, I'm just following. And I don't know where this is going, I don't know where it leads. I ask all, and this is where I'm at, where I be. So, it's long enough. If you made it to the end, I send you love. Anybody watch, I still send you love, peace, light, happiness, and joy, and harmony, and gratitude, you know, because you're putting in the work. And the more that you do, the more that you be in unity, we grow. Just know, in harmony, we win. In order to win, you have to do it within you. You have to rise up and know the truth. And then with me, as we share, iron sharpen iron, that's how we only get up. That's how we get it clear. Ashe. I love you all. All stay up, all stay blessed.